DEBRA COCO, and welcome to the Just Gimme the Mic show, where we pass the mic so you can tell the world who you are and what it is that you do. Welcome. Check us out every Sunday night at 10 p.m. on Burnsnet Channel 68, and look for us on YouTube.
Hey everybody, welcome to the Just Give Me the Mic show. I'm your girl DEBRA COCO, and we have a great show lined up for you today with a lot of music, musicians and bands. We got Upper Level coming up first, everybody, and we'll be right back in more. I'm going to let them open up and, do what they do. Yeah, Upper Level.
It's almost time for me to see my love and let my mind unwind. Been thinking about those things that only lovers do. It's almost time for me and you to show it.
Take our time, go slow, let's unwind, let it flow. Take our time, let go, lose your mind, lose control.
Your body's calling me, and I can hear you say, I've been thinking, dreaming, feeling for your love all day. Do all you want, fulfill my every need. I'm so excited, I can't wait for you to
take our time, go slow, let's unwind, let it flow. Take our time, let go, lose your mind, lose control.
Rock and rolling all night long, moving to a slow jam song, up and down, side to side, like we're on a slip and slide. All your flaky fantasies, doing what you want to be, up and down like you should. I can't lie, you're so damn good.
Take our time, go slow, let's unwind, let it flow. Take our time, let go, lose your mind, lose control. Take our time,
baby, we can do it
let
in the
go,
dark, in the light.
let's
We can
unwind,
do it,
let
baby.
it
We can do it
flow.
so
Take
right.
our time,
Baby, we can do it
let
when you're
go,
overnight.
lose
We
your
can do
mind,
it, baby.
lose
We can do it
control.
so right.
Take our time,
Baby, we can do it
go
in the
slow,
dark, in the light.
let's
We can do it,
unwind,
baby.
let it
We do
flow.
it so
Take
right.
our time,
Baby, we can do it
let
when
go,
you're overnight.
lose
We
your
can
mind,
do it, baby.
lose
We do it
control.
so right.
Take our time, go slow, let's unwind, let it flow. Take our time, let go, lose your mind, lose control. Take our time.
What's the matter with your life? It's the poverty bringing you down. It's the mailman jerking you around. Did he put your $1 million check in someone else's box? Tell me. What's the matter with your world? Was it a boy when you wanted a girl?
When you wanted a girl.
Don't you know straight hair ain't got no curl?
No girl.
Life it ain't real funky unless it's got that pop, baby, pop. Life, everybody needs a thrill. Pop, life, we all got space to fill.
Pop life.
Everybody can't be on top. Life it ain't real funky unless it's got that pop, baby. What's it underneath your hair? Is there anybody living there?
Anybody living there?
Show me a boy who stays in school. Now show you a boy aware. Pop life.
Pop,
Pop life. We all got space to fill.
pop, pop life.
Everybody can't be on top, but life it ain't real funky unless it's got that pop, baby. What you putting in your nose? Is that where all your money goes?
Money goes.
The river of affliction flows. You think it's hot, but there won't be no water
When the fire blows.
Pop life, everybody needs a thrill.
Pop, pop life.
We all got space to fill.
Pop, pop life.
Everybody can't be on top, but life it ain't real funky unless it's got that pop. What's the matter with your sex? It's 15 minutes your
10
bed.
minutes your best.
I had to get this off my chest. Why'd you need another love?
You know I was the
best. Pop life, we all need stimulation.
Pop, pop life.
Sexual satisfaction.
Pop, pop life.
Everybody can't be on top. Life it ain't real funky unless it's got that pop.
In the spirit of the holidays, up level wishes everyone a Merry Christmas. Christmas time is here. It's a jolly good time of the year. People somehow know of the Christmas spirit they show. Sleigh bells in the snow. Everywhere you go, gifts just like children. Ain't that the Christmas way? Another year go by. New Year's almost here. Merry Christmas all. Have a happy, happy New Year. A jolly good time of the year. It's the yummy time of the year. Happy, jolly,
Yummy time of the year.
happy, jolly, yummy time of the year.
Happy, jolly, yummy time of the year.
Happy time,
Happy, jolly, yummy time of the year.
happy, jolly, yummy time of the year.
Happy, jolly, yummy time of the year.
Happy time,
Happy, jolly, yummy time of the year. Happy, jolly, yummy time of the year.
All right, everybody. Upper level. Thank you so much for joining me today. Now I want to walk around so everybody can say their names and let us know what's going on with Upper Level.
Hi, my name is Libby C, aka Libby Cabello. I am the band leader of Upper Level. We are New York based, but we also do Connecticut and Jersey and wherever else if the dollar signs is right. Our genre is R&B, old school, new school, neo soul, whatever you want. That's what we give. We are all very passionate with what we do, which I think you can see in our performance. Anything else? Oh, we've been doing this. Look, as you can see, I have some seasoned musicians. We have been in this for a long time individually, but together we're going on our 3rd year.
All right. Salute to everybody. And your name is?
Monray Francois.
Okay. And how long have you been with the group? Since the beginning?
Yeah.
For 3 years. Okay. And I know we met before. You came out to the boat ride. You did the Harbor Lights boat ride. So I had to invite you back because I enjoyed the music so much. So, I'm going to walk around. Let me introduce everybody else to the group. And your name, sir?
Calvin Cooper Jr. They call me CJ.
Okay. And you've been with them for the 3 years as well?
A little over a year now.
Okay. Well, welcome right to the group. And your name, sir?
Willie Davenport Jr., a.k.a. Pookie.
Like that. And we got to get the drummer back here. Your name?
Ray Davis.
Okay, thank you, Ray. And your name on the guitar?
Milo Henneque.
Okay, great. Upper Level, everybody. Make sure you check them out, support them. Any events that I know there's an event coming up, right? Tell us about it.
There was an event on December 23rd that's been rescheduled for February 17th, but we will be January 20th at 12 Grapes in Peekskill, New York.
Okay. And how can they get more information? Is there a link or something up on social media?
Yes. Oh, yes. They can reach us at upperlevel.band. That is our website, www.upperlevel.band. You can also reach us on Facebook, Libby C. Upper Level. You can also email us, upperleveltheband@gmail.com.
Yes, for bookings. Make sure you email your social media.
I'm so glad that she remembered all that. I have nothing to add.
What's your social media so they can follow you?
Oh, Facebook, Upper Level, Libby C. Yeah.
She gave it all. Okay, everybody. Oh, she covered everything, all bases. All right, everybody. We'll be right back with more. We have James Dtrain Williams in the building coming up next. And we also have Aaron Paul, phenomenal guy coming through. So we got an awesome show for you. Don't go nowhere. We'll be right back with more, y'all. And I'm Deborah Coco.
When I'm alone, I think about everything that leads me on. I know she's waiting just for me. Patiently, patiently, patiently. My lady is one of a kind. A woman like her is hard to find. I must be lucky, I tell myself. She's something else, something else. And I just can't believe she's staying my corner through the good and the bad. Life has given me love that I've never had. Oh, I think about, oh, how I love you, girl. You are my life and my world. Oh, how I love you, girl. I'm so glad that you are mine. Yeah. Yeah. Listen, if I could make just one wish, I'd wish for everyone to feel like this. A love so strong, it's here to stay. Each and every day, every day. And I just can't believe she's staying my corner through the good and the bad. Life has given me love that I've never had. Oh, I think about, oh, how I love you, girl. You are my life and my world, baby. Oh, how I love you, girl. And I'm so glad that, I'm so glad, so glad, so glad that you are mine. I wanna love you forever. Oh, how I love you, girl. Every day you are my life and my world, baby, baby, baby. Oh, how I love you, girl. I'm so glad. Listen to me. Face to face, I feel your love, your warm embrace. When I look into your eyes, I can touch the sky. Yeah. Listen, I wanna hold you in my arms forever. Listen, tell me that you'll leave me never. Promise me you'll stay forever. So glad, so glad, so glad, so glad, so glad, so glad that you are mine.
Every day you light up the light of my life.
Yeah, you light up my love.
You become my woman, my world, and my
wife. My world, my woman, my world, my wife.
Every day you light up the light of my life.
Hey, and I'm so glad that you are mine. Yeah, yeah.
Every day you light up the light of my life.
You light up my life.
You become my woman, my world, and my wife.
My woman, my world, my woman, my.
Every day you light up.
Ever and ever, girl. So glad, so glad, so glad, so glad you are mine. I'm the luckiest man in the world. Just because I have you, baby. I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you.
Okay. Hi, everybody. We are back. I'm your host, Deborah COCO, and I'm sitting here with the legendary Dtrain. That's what we're going to say. James Dtrain. He joined us today, and we're so honored and happy to have you here. And thank you for the performance. Love your music, you know.
Thank you.
And, let us know what's been going on. For those that don't have, may need a little update, give a little background on how you got started in the business and, how long you've been, give us a little information.
Well, when I got started, I was in Erasmus High School. I was a football player.
Oh, wow.
I was defensive tackle, captain of the football team. We won the city championship back in 1978. And go Dutchmen, because they're playing at Yankee Stadium for the championship on Tuesday.
Oh, wow.
Here in 2017. So, my Dutchman.
Right.
And Will Downing and myself was in high school together. And so I graduated, and then Will was still there. I was in Brooklyn College. And Will started writing for Melba Moore and different people like Freddie Jackson.
Wow.
And he invited me into his studio because he was doing his song demos. And I went in the studio with him, and I met Hubert Eves, who was producing Will's song demos. He was producing a song called Real Deal. We won't talk about that, Will. We just won't talk about that. But anyway, and then Hubert and I met, and he said, well, listen, man, if you can come over tomorrow to my house, we can write this song. I got this track. I said, okay, cool. So I went to his house. He lived over there on Ralph Avenue in Brooklyn. And get to the house, and he said, man, I got this chorus, but I ain't got no verses. I said, okay, well, play it for me. So he said, I'll stand up on the cloud and shout out loud, Jordan won't be. See, that's all I got, D. That's all I got. I said, okay, play it again, play it again. So then he started playing it again. I said, oh, with this new love I found, give me a piece of pad, give me a paper, give me a paper. So we wrote You're the One for Me and Keep On in the same day.
Isn't that something?
In the same day.
So you were into music. You was a football player that was
well, I grew up in, I've been singing since I was 6 years old in Washington Temple Church of God in Christ, where I grew up. Ronnie Dyson was my choir director.
Okay.
And for those of you that don't know Ronnie Dyson, he was the one who had the song out, If You Let Me Make Love to You, Then Why Can't I Touch You? So, and then Al Sharpton was my junior church minister.
Yeah?
Yeah, we called him Alfred. I still call him Alfred. Don't get mad at me, dog. And we were on the Bishop F.D. Washington and Madam Washington over there in Bergen and Bedford in Brooklyn. I grew up there and, in a Christian lifestyle. And, when I told Pastor that I was getting ready to go out into the business, he was like, a lot of folks, when you're in the church, they say, oh, he going out there in the wild.
And the secular.
No, they ain't say secular. No? You're going out there just to become a flat-out sinner. Lord, you're turning your back on God, son. And,
there was really no understanding around that.
Well, what happened was I did try and pursue a gospel career first with Timothy Wright.
Okay.
Reverend Timothy Wright, who was our musical director, who went on to do great things. But Hezekiah Walker, when he was like, I want to say 12 years old, sang on my second album with his choir. I've known Hez since he was like 9 years old.
Oh, wow.
It's like, they sing on Children of the World.
People around you growing up,
Oh, yeah. And, it was wonderful. Donnie McClurkin, all of them came up in the same church. And it was interesting because as you grow older, you meet different people that have influenced your life in this music industry. And after we did You're the One for Me, it grew, and we wound up doing Top of the Pops over in Great Britain in 1982 with Sting and the Police when they had Synchronicity.
Wow.
And it was funny because it was that day that I learned what Gladys Knight said to be true. You can never really judge an artist because you don't know what fame is until you've had it and lost it and then get it back again.
Right.
And that day when I was at Top of the Pops sitting in the studio, Elton John was in the green room.
Oh, wow.
And he's just sitting there, and this is before he came back out with the Marilyn Monroe song and everything. So he's just sitting there, and everybody's like, he's just washed up.
That long ago,
Elton John, he's washed up. And
No
I'm sitting up there
way.
going, I said, nah, I think Elton got a little left in the tank, And he's just sitting there all cool in his room waiting for Sting and them. And he came back out with the Marilyn Monroe stuff, and I'm Still Standing, and the rest is history. Elvis
That's
back
it,
on
right.
track doing it.
That's
so
right,
you never
Elvis.
discount an artist, you know, saying they're 55 to 60, they can't do it anymore. If they got the voice, the chops to get back up on stage. Because I just worked with Marilyn McCoo and Billy Davis, Songwriters Hall of Fame, a couple of months back, and he could still hit that note on.
Way. I would
It's
love
the
to see
worst
that.
thing that happened to me. Oh,
Remember them? Yeah,
he
that's
sang
one
that,
of my
you know,
favorite groups
Fifth
too.
Dimension, y'all. Fifth Dimension. Would
Right.
you like to fly in my beautiful balloon?
Right.
So,
yeah, that's right.
but you know what happens is in today's society, in this music industry, I think that what happens is a lot of our youth, they need to study where they come from.
Right.
Because I often say the journey of 1,000 miles begins with one step. You never know where you're going to unless you know where you come from.
I agree.
If you go to places like Great Britain and France and Germany, I can get off a plane right now in London and walk up to a 15-year-old kid and say, have you ever heard of Dtrain? Have you ever heard of the Temptations? Oh, yeah. Well, they will tell you where Eddie Kendricks did his last session.
Overseas.
And who was in the band, who was in the room. Just like when you were playing my video on YouTube, this brother's from Algeria. He had my 9th grade pictures on YouTube.
Wow.
My mama ain't even got no pictures no more. Those were Polaroids. I'm sitting up there going, what they doing on YouTube?
So why do you think that is so? Why do you think
Because
overseas
they
is
study
so
our history
Uh-huh.
and our analogy. They focus on it more because everybody wants to do what we do over here. A lot of people emulate us. But you know what? My mother always said, be a first version of always be a first-rate version of yourself instead of a second-rate version of someone else. One of the things that I've learned in Great Britain is that a lot of their artists, they studied Motown. George Michael studied Motown. That's why George Michael became George Michael.
That's right.
Elton John studied Motown. That's why the Beatles studied Motown.
So that is a missing element. I think that's a very good point. That
You know, now we're getting back to it. But then it turns into lawsuits because a lot of these kids just don't want to acknowledge, oh, well, I got that riff from the Gap Band. Well, yeah, I did borrow from, you know, the SOS Band, but, you know, that was my lyric.
Right. No, it
But
don't
did
work
you pay
that
a
way.
licensing fee? No, but that's why you got sued.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, when you look
it
at
was
different
kind of
artists, that
rapid
happens
over
too.
the past couple of years. It's slowing down a little bit now, right? People
It's
are
like in the
a little more
90s
upfront
on
with it.
every hip-hop records. What did you hear?
Sampling, right.
James Brown.
Yeah.
James Brown was on every hip-hop record in the 90s. He
Yeah.
was the most sampled artist in the 90s.
True.
He probably, his lawyers was on point. They were like,
They had to be.
yeah.
They
okay,
had to be.
let's-
Everybody was using them at
They
that
want
point.
speed dial. You
So
know
let's
what I
talk
mean?
about you. How has your career, looking back on your career when you came out and where you are now, like, tell us about how you feel about your own journey. Is there some things you wanted to happen that didn't happen?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay, yeah, tell us about that.
I think in the beginning of my career, you're kind of selfish. You want to be Prince. You want to be Michael Jackson. And your own ambition blinds you. You know, I was on the road. When my second album came out, I had 2 kids. You know, and I was never home. I was like a dad that came home every 6 months.
Wow.
Because you had to be on the road to support
That's where your money's
record.
at, right?
And I figured like after my 3rd album, Something's on Your Mind, I bought a timeshare in Pennsylvania with Outdoor World. And I started staying home more. I let go of my manager. I got dropped from Columbia Records after my second album, In Your Eyes. And because the music was changing, it became New Jack Swing, R&B artists.
Teddy Riley, all that new wave was coming
R&B
in.
and hip hop merged.
Yes, yes.
Somewhere along the line, and R&B singers were no longer dressing up in nice clothing. And Billy Eckstein was one of my teachers that gave me a lesson and said, you know what, man, I like the way you dress. Always be that guy.
Right.
Because what happens is when you stop being that guy, then that guy in the audience has nobody to look up to. And, you know, always be somebody that they can look up to and emulate. And always, you know, personality is what you have when everybody else is in the room. That's your personality. Everybody may think you funny. You know, Bing Crosby had personality. You know, Henry Fonda had personality. But then your character is what defines you when nobody else, when everybody's gone.
That's right.
That's your character. That's the true you. And when these people die, you hear about them being child abusers and you know, pedophiles and carrying on. And you sitting up there going, what the? No, I used to watch all his movies.
Right,
You know?
right. No, that's
But
true. It comes out years later.
the character comes out, and then they can't defend themselves because they're dead.
Right.
What happens is, I think my mother gave me the greatest lesson when I was singing in church. I think I was about 12. She said, and I was doing all these riffs, and she said, and I was like, she said, you sound like a fly buzzing around the room, because I wanted to be the Gap Band.
Right.
You know, I used to listen to Charlie Wilson and them guys, you know, at my grandmother's house down in North Carolina, singing, you are my height, spend all my days.
Right.
And all those lonely nights. And I want to be Charlie Wilson. My mother said, boy, you just need to let Jesus sing. It's like, all right, Ma. She said, I don't understand a word you saying. So what happened was I had to learn. She said, close your eyes and let God use you.
Right.
And I think that there's a lot of singers out there that are better than me, that are greater than me, that have more finesse, that have a lot more going on for them. I think that not many of them have as much spirit.
Right.
Because I can sing to you, but can I sing through you? Mm-hmm. See, everybody can talk to you. So people look at you and talk. Mm-hmm. Are they talking at you, or are they talking to you?
Good point. Right.
People look at you and sing.
You can feel the difference.
Are they singing to you, or are they singing through you? Because singing to you is entertainment. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Singing through you is spiritual.
Sure.
And what happens is when you sing through people, I don't need to know your story. But as long as you get what I'm saying and it funnels through your soul,
you can relate to it.
When you leave this room, you left with me inside of you, and I left with you inside of me.
Right.
And so that way, when I die, you leave it all on the floor. Mm-hmm. You don't want to take nothing with you. When I come into a room, when I sing for an audience, whether I'm getting $5, whether I'm getting $50,000, you leave it all on the floor.
Right, right.
Because that's all. Some people that come to your concerts, that's all they got. That is you.
Right.
You're their hope.
Right.
I've had people come to my shows wanting to commit suicide.
Wow.
They hear Keep On, and it changed their mind.
Right.
And they went out and got a job. And I know, like, when I was at Sirius Satellite Radio, where I had a radio show for like 8 years, I was getting a lot of mail from prison, from Fishkill, and Dannemora, Comstock. And brothers were writing me, telling me, man, I got to do 15 years. And I'm doing this bid, man, because I caught a body. But, because Keep On has kept me here in my cell, I realized why the Caged Bird Sings is more than just a book.
Wow.
You
just never know how
you never know.
Somebody's life.
And see, what happens is, having gone through that myself, I said, you know what? God puts you in certain situations to where it might seem like adversity at the time. And people get mad. Oh, man, why this happened to me? Why this happened to me?
Right.
So, if he'll take you to it, he'll take you through it.
Right.
Yeah.
So what do you have coming up right now? I know you have some new things.
Well, I got a Christmas concerts. Concerts at Purchase, New York. Working on a new album coming out in 2018.
Nice.
Going to be called The Other Side of the Tracks.
All right.
So look for it.
Look for that.
Yeah.
Right.
And that's it. I wish all you guys a Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, love life, and always remember that the journey of 1,000 miles begins with one step.
I definitely appreciate you coming today and sharing your story. I wish we had more time to get more into it.
Yeah.
But again, look out for the new music coming out in 2018.
Yeah.
And when is the event again? What's the date?
December 16th, 15th, 16th at Purchase College.
Okay.
With Rob Mathis, Christmas concert, December 17th at 3 p.m. Pace University.
Okay.
Downtown at the Schimmel Center with Rob Mathis.
All right.
And sometimes Vanessa Williams stops by.
She stopped by, so special
She's been doing it for a couple of years. So,
yeah. Well, I appreciate it. It was an honor meeting you today.
Thank you, darling.
I really appreciate
Thank you so much, sweetheart.
And we'll be back with more. Everybody, Dtrain Radio.
God bless you.
Make sure you support. Look out for that new music.
Yourself a merry little Christmas. Let your heart be light. From now on.
Captured effortlessly, that's the way it you, Shaka Khan. Let me rock you, that's all I wanna do, Shaka Khan. Let me rock you, Shaka Khan. Let me rock, got a feel for you, Shaka Khan. Let me rock you, Shaka Khan. You Shaka Khan.
I wait for night time to come to bring you to me. I can't believe I'm the one. I was so lonely. I feel like no one can feel. I must be dreaming. I want this dream to be real. I need this feeling. Make my wish on my star, and the night will last forever. Can make me feel this way. Charm around me, oh, can't resist the sweet surrender. Come on, oh, the night is warm and tender. Yeah, yeah, we stare into each other's eyes, and what we see is no surprise. Yeah, yeah, a feeling most would trash. Oh, did you ever measure? Captured effortlessly, that's the way it was. It happened so naturally, I did not know it was love. The first thing I felt was you holding me close. What was I gonna do? I let myself go. So now we're flying through the stars. I hope this night will last forever. Baby, I've been waiting for you. It's been so long. I knew just what I would do when I heard your song. Still not alone with your bliss, it gave me freedom. I knew I could not resist. I needed someone. So now we're flying through the stars. I hope this night will last forever. Ooh, nobody loves me better. Ooh, yeah, gotta feel this way. Nobody, baby. Yeah.
Shaka Khan, let me rock you, Shaka Khan. Let me rock you, that's all I wanna do, Shaka Khan. Let me rock you, Shaka Khan. Let me rock, got a feel for you, Shaka Khan. Let me rock you, Shaka Khan. You Shaka Khan.
I wait for night time to come to bring you to me. I can't believe I'm the one. I was so lonely. I feel like no one can feel. I must be dreaming. I want this dream to be real. I need this feeling. Make my wish on my star, and the night will last forever. better. Ooh, yeah, gotta feel this way. Nobody, yeah. Oh, first you put your arm around me. Then you put your charm around me. Oh, can't resist the sweet surrender. Come on, oh, the night's so warm and tender. Yeah, we stay into each other's eyes. What we see is no surprise. Yeah, yeah, the feeling's so strange. Nobody like you better. Ooh, yeah, gotta do it way. Nobody, baby. Baby, makes me feel like you do. Makes me feel like you do. Makes me feel like you do. It made me wanna see. Nobody, baby. Feel this way. Nobody, baby, can make me feel this way. Nobody, baby. Nobody, baby, can make me feel. Yeah, 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 yeah. Feel this way. Nobody, yeah, nobody, yeah, 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 yeah.
Aaron Paul, everybody. Aaron Paul, that was an awesome performance. Thank you
love.
so much. And we'll be right back. We got to sit down and talk. Don't go nowhere, everybody. We'll be right back.
All right. Hey, everybody, I am back with my next guest, Aaron Paul. He did an awesome performance of a new 2017 rendition from Shaka Khan.
Ain't
loved
Nobody.
Loved it.
Thank you.
Ain't Nobody, right. And I mean, I read your bio. You've been all over. I mean, you've done American Idol, right, in the UK?
The British one. The project I was in started the whole American Idol concept.
No way.
Yeah, with Sam
Isn't that
Cowell.
important?
Yeah.
And you did like a couple of shows.
Yeah,
Give us a little rundown
Well,
on
I was
some
in
of
a
your
boy band
background.
called Worlds Apart, and that whole thing kind of started the whole American Idol thing with Simon Cowell. So I was under his
Nice.
wing from like age 19. He was my best teacher. Learned everything from him. And the group I was in, Worlds Apart, we had like 5 top 10 records in Europe.
Awesome.
Performed at Wembley, all over the place. It was a boy band, so we had screaming girls, blah blah blah. And I was the lead vocalist for that. And then I kind of had enough of that and just always wanted to be in America and have a solo career. And I jumped ship, came over here, kind of did my hand in many different jobs, blah 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 blah.
Right.
Fast forward, and here I am, and America's now finally embracing me. And
How do you
I
feel? Like, I know the music culture is totally different
It's
from
different.
UK to here.
Yeah, and just like the previous guest, Dtrain, it's a whole different game now.
Right.
And he's absolutely right. In England, we look at the past and we
do.
learn.
I
Which I find,
appreciate that.
which I find over here, you guys forget very quickly. It's always change it, and you move on. But you have to remember the past and know where you're going.
Right.
And even just being in the same room with him today, to me, it was
Wasn't
like,
that awesome?
actually, I got emotional because his music is what I grew up listening to. My dad played.
Nice.
And I was glad that I was able to, have that background, and I take a little
It's
bit from everybody.
important
It
for
really
your
is.
ear, for how your direction, where
Absolutely.
you're going, and also with music. So I think it is very important.
Absolutely, and I take a little bit from everybody and throw it into my pot and whip it around, and here's Aaron Paul.
Who's some
You
of
know?
your favorite artists that you like? 'Cause I've seen some videos online, and you have such a variety. So who's
Yeah.
like some of your favorites?
Well, I have to say, I'm a huge Michael Jackson fan.
Okay.
But I like Prince, I like Whitney Houston, I like Luther Vandross,
Real
Tina Turner.
deep
I like,
voices.
Cher to Freddie Mercury, George Michael. I cover the board. And they like to throw me in the pop dance category.
Yeah.
And I
I can
appreciate
see that. Yeah, I can see that.
But I do a bit of everything. I throw some R&B in there, with the Shaka Khan thing.
Right.
And I do some rock. I'm all that. I can't limit myself.
Be defined in one
I
box.
can't. And every day's different. I change my mind. And I grew up listening to everybody.
That's awesome. That's
everybody.
awesome. Yeah. Well, who is Aaron Paul? Like, what does Aaron Paul like to do? Like, outside of me, like, what is your dream? Like, what is your goal right now for, let's say, 2018? What are some of the things that you would like to see happen?
Number one dance artist in the world.
Nice. Yeah. Hey, that sums it all up. That sums it all up, right?
Yeah, but I do fashion. I host. I'm in Us Weekly magazine every week as a fashion cop.
Nice.
I host a lot of fashion shows. And I'm hoping 2018 I get a movie.
Nice.
A small part. I don't care what it is. And I want to do everything. Everything.
But I love your outfit today. I was like, that really stands out.
Look
It's
at the
so
whole back to my roots,
Right, it looks like you just came from UK, and I'm loving the look. I love the colors. I love the way you put it all together.
Thank you.
I can definitely see you in fashion as well. That seems like that could be
kind of really taken off for me too.
Okay, good. I can see that.
I go to the red carpet events and they go crazy.
Yeah. And your energy and your spirit is just so inviting. It's just very nice meeting you today. And
but I've got something for you. Quick.
You do?
I can't let you leave without an Aaron Paul Christmas
my God. Thank you, Aaron. I wish you went with my sweater. Look, I'm going to rock this at home. You're going to see me put up a video. Look, I can't fit it today.
No,
but
the zebra print.
Oh, this is lovely. Thank you.
The leopard print.
Thank you. I'm going to make sure I send you a picture when I wear this for Christmas. I'm going to put it on. Yeah. But anything else you would like for us to know? Any events or anything you would like to promote?
I just got nominated for 2 Grammy Awards here in New York.
Wow.
Best male performer and best music video.
Awesome.
I've got a really big project coming up, but I can't announce it.
Not yet?
I'll get chopped, yeah.
Okay, no chopping. We don't want that. Okay.
Really big.
Awesome. Hope it goes through for you and everything.
I wish everybody a great holiday,
Yes. Hey, give your social media, because I want everybody to follow you, check out, let them know where your videos can be seen. Give us some information.
I'm on YouTube. All my videos on YouTube. Aaron Paul. Just type in Aaron Paul. Facebook, Aaron Paul again. My Instagram @Aaron Paul Music.
Okay.
And my Twitter @APaul Music.
But you have videos also that they can see on YouTube too. So
Live
check out some. Right.
This year has been non-stop. I got
tons of stuff. That's blessings upon blessings.
And just like Dtrain said, not many people get a second chance.
Right.
And I'm now on that cusp of having my second chance.
How many years for you now?
God, I've been doing this professionally since 10.
Wow.
10, sorry. Yeah.
Sorry, very.
10 o'clock. 10
years old.
Sorry, 10 years old. And, and I tell every artist or people who have dreams, you just keep your eye on the prize.
Right.
You'll get distracted, you'll get the haters, you'll get people that want to stand in your way. But keep your eye on the prize and you'll get it.
Very positive.
Work very hard.
Very positive.
Very hard.
Yes.
That's the key ingredient. And be yourself.
Yes.
And be humble at the same time. That's
the combination that you throw into the crock pot, everybody, right? That works, right?
No, it's like, today you've got to say hi and appreciate everybody. To someone who turns on the lights, to someone like who's hosting the show. You never know where that person's going to be.
Never know. I treat everybody the same across the board. Absolutely. You're so right. And that really makes for good character, to say that and to keep that and be mindful of that in all of your interactions. I think that's an awesome thing to point out. Are you interested? Are you maybe going to go back to the UK and do some more shows soon?
Yeah. I mean, it's funny because it's now starting to bounce back over there.
Okay.
Right? But you know what? I've got my eye on America. I've done England, and as much as I love it too.
Yes.
America's always been my dream from a little kid.
Wow.
America.
Why is that? What was it that you saw that you wanted to come here?
Because you had the greatest here.
Okay.
The greats all came from here.
Yeah.
And they
because we take things for granted. We don't appreciate, a lot of the wealth and the riches that we have here. So that's all I wanted to hear from you.
The greats. I mean, like the Tina Turners, the Diana Rosses. They all came from here.
Right.
And it takes a lot of hard work to get to that level.
It does.
Can you imagine I know what I have to do with on a daily basis. All the people I have to juggle.
Right.
Can you imagine what they have to do and then juggle that money at the same time? Can you imagine?
And not really knowing the industry, not really knowing. It was. I could imagine that's how so many people got trapped up. And then now a lot of artists are more equipped with knowing the business.
This time around,
how to break in.
Deborah, this time around, I'm watching every penny, love.
Right. I don't blame you. I do not blame you.
Who's signing my checks? I'm signing my checks.
Right.
You know, and I'm in control of everything I do.
Independent?
Absolutely.
That's
independent. Everything you see, from the clothes to the videos, the concepts, with the help of others. Don't get me wrong, I can't discredit them.
Right.
It comes from my brain.
Right.
You know, and I'm driving this vehicle.
That's right.
You know?
You're in charge of your own destiny.
Absolutely.
That's right. Take charge of that.
Because no one's gonna, and I say another rule I tell you, no one's gonna do it as good as you do it.
That's right.
You know?
That's right. That's a good point. Then we're going to end it right there, everybody. I hope you enjoyed the show. Awesome show today. Big shout out to Upper Level for coming through and doing what they do. I mean, love the opening of the show. Also, big salute to James Dtrain Williams for coming through and actually performing with us and sharing some of his industry knowledge. And to my guest, Aaron Paul, for coming through with this electric personality. Love it. I hope you enjoyed the show. I hope everyone has a happy holiday from us here at Just Give Me the Mic to you. Please stay tuned and continue to watch us on Sundays at 10 p.m. on channel 68 and on channel 34 on Fios. And check us out, JustGiveMeTheMic.com. And, you know, we're here. If you want to interview, write to me. And thank you so much for tuning in. See you next week.
What happened? How y'all doing? If I could rule the world. No, it is Christmas, right? So, Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas to
I gotta hang it wrong, but
to you. God bless you guys. Have a great holiday.
Yes. All right. Am I on? Okay, I'm good.
Have yourself a merry little Christmas. Let your heart